the Security Council, the NGO that surround this institution have always been used until this Durban #2 that troubles all of us as a way to deteriorate the public discourse, not only about the Jews, but about all the issue of human rights. And this is the really great challenge that we find just in front of the institution, as the institution has the representation of the civil society. I want to make you a couple of examples of this. Look, I'm a member of the Council of Europe, and I was absolutely astonished during the debate about Gaza. I don't want to name names now because they are all there, so whoever will go on the site of the Council of Europe can find the nations and the names that, because, you know, I don't want to offend anybody, and all of the nations that spoke, but Canada, that was there as a guest, an observer, and Italy, because we were there, used, speaking about the Gaza conflict, using the most venomous stereotypes that go from blood libel to conspiracy theory. I make you an example because, you know, they are very honored members of the Council of Europe. And one of them said that Israel has done over the past few weeks not only wrong but evil, and is now a living, Israel is a living crime against humanity, and is itself a war crime. We heard that over there, you know, it was quite shocking. And then he added, this is not a third world country or a member of the 57 members of the Arab, of the Islamic International Council. This is a very honored member of the Western community. He also said, Mr. Cohen, he was quoting the Israeli participant in the session, and many others say that those missiles attack have been going on for ages. So why attack now? Because they needed the support at home to win an election, and because the bankrupt Bush administration was sitting on the sideline, packing its bags and urgently waiting to get back to Texas. That was one of the comments. Israel recklessly attacked Gaza, killed civilians, including innocent women and hundreds of innocent children, disabled thousands of people and destroyed their living spaces. So from the north to the south of Europe, I could quote another 50 declarations of this kind, and nobody answering to this in such an important assembly as the Council of Europe, that was born just to defend human rights. This is impossible. We cannot accept this anymore. And with this I will finish, because this is we cannot accept that Ahmadinejad goes to the UN podium and after his speech he's hugged symbolically by Mr. Descotto and says that the dignity, integrity and rights of American and European people are being played with by a small but deceitful number of people called Zionists. And although they are a minuscule minority, they have been dominating an important portion of the financial and monetary centers. And then he threats, it is deeply disastrous to witness that some presidential or premier nominees in some big countries have to visit those people, namely Israel, take part in their gatherings, one like this of Jewish, swear their allegiance and commitment to their interest in order to attain financial or media support. That was a speech that was given in the United Nations, and after which Ahmadinejad was hugged by the president of the conference. So you know, this distraction of the public discourse is the thing that is destroying today the electoral institution and the civil society, because we are a direct emanation of that, are the one that brings people to the square shouting Hamas, Hamas, Jewish to the gas, and we cannot allow them anymore. So all of our parliament, yes, I finished, Mr. President, all of our parliament have now to engage on the reestablishment of a decent public discourse. This is the first thing, because otherwise we will all finish ignorant and stupid as the one that proposed this kind of discourse. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Nierenstein. As a UK delegate to the Council of Europe, let me explain, you can't get up to rebut previous speeches. You are very lucky to be called. The different groups there, of which there are some extreme political organizations and some countries that are barely democratic but are in the Council of Europe, all have a right to speak. So I just say that to colleagues. It's not a debating chamber where you can get up and rebut bad information. But I think I was not called to speak, but I think I heard some of that debate, and people were certainly making clear that Hamas's Jew-killing terrorism was not acceptable. Now, can we pass, please, to notre collègue André Azoulay, conseiller à Son Majesté le Roi Mohammed de Maroc, the counselor to King Mohammed VI of Morocco. Cher collègue, I give you the floor.
Thank you, and thank you to all of you for inviting me, coming from the Arab world, to be part of your conference. I'm especially grateful to you because our conference is meeting in a very dark and regressive period. A period, I have to say, of fatigue and doubt for many of us who are committed to fight injustice, hatred, and discrimination with the same force and determination when Jews or Israelis are targeted, and when Arabs, Palestinians, or Muslims are the victims. For me, and it was forever, it is clear that there is no double standard when engaging in this fight. Doing so is coherent with my prior and sincere, loyal reading and understanding of the highest tragic price my people, the Jewish people, paid during the Nazi period and the Holocaust. In this perspective, I want to comment on what some speakers have expressed, that is to say, the idea that any criticism addressed to the Israeli politics could be assimilated or understood as a hint of anti-Semitism. I cannot agree with such an assumption. It is not true, and it is not serious. And I feel even more legitimate to repeat what, at the opening of the conference, the great Chief Rabbi